Salve festa, dies toto venerabilis aevo, qua Deus infernum visit est astra tele, ex ere nascentes testatur gratia mundi, omnia cum Domino donareris suo, nam que triumphanti postristia tartara Christo, undique fronde nemus gramina flore faven, qui crucifixas erat Deus ex per omnia regnat dulce creatori cunta creata presen, Christe salus verum bone conditorat que redemptor unica progenies ex Dei te Patris, que genus humanum cernes merissi se profundo, ut homine meri peresis quoque factus homo funeris exequias Patris vitae, a octore tordis intras mortis iter dando salutis open.
Well, gang, it's another Danganronpa episode, and everything we know is wrong. What do you expect? It's Danganronpa. If Monokuma himself appeared and said, "This is what is going on," at this point, I'd be like, "You are lying!"
As it turns out, that's sort of what's happened. Just to review, it appears the mastermind is dead, the Monokuma robot is no longer functioning, the mastermind was Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, the ultimate despair, watch out for her all along. But then it turns out that Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, watch out for her, the ultimate despair, it was her all along, turns out to be Junko all along.
Maybe. Or she's used Junko's corpse to set a trap?
However any of this works, but you know, Junko did die under extremely suspicious circumstances.
That's true.
In a way that nobody else has ever had to deal with. Like, the way in which she died, for instance, like spears appearing from all directions and impaling her, nothing like that has happened since.
That's correct.
So, anyway, that's probably wrong too. Everything that we just said, that's probably all wrong. But again, this is Danganronpa. There's only one thing that we know for sure, probably, and that's that we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I guess I'm We Squared.
I don't know who I am. I really don't understand.
Do any of us really?
Oh, how profound. My God, I just can't believe it.
Right? I don't believe it either.
What's all that liquid? That's not blood.
That's what I was thinking. It's not oil. It looks like water.
Why is there all this water pooling out from her body?
Because if she wasn't covered in water, she probably would have burnt up more.
So...
Because we consider that a freaking bomb went off.
Now, we had done this last time. We had investigated, like, that USB flash drive looking key thing.
I think you mean key to the secret tunnel in the locker, right?
You know what's sad about that, Billy?
The laugh?
Yeah, it's the laugh. It makes me full of intense pity.
I'll take what I can get.
I'm so sorry, Billy. I'm so sorry life has done this to you.
What is it? Did you find something?
Yeah, this was on the ground near the body.
I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to?
I've never seen a key that looked like this before. What do you need all this circuitry? It's not like it's a car clicker thing. So even you don't know then?
Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Don't backtalk me.
Suddenly, I feel afraid.
Huh? I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked.
So you want me to go to all of these areas, and attempt to open the door, so if something bad happens, I'm the one that dies?
Right in one.
You mean...
So in other words,
the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor.
Dorm rooms on the second floor?
Wait, what? Yeah, what?
All the other stuff, sure, but...
It's in your hands.
Oh, does he mean like the other way into the second, like the other second floor staircase that we haven't had access to the entire time?
Okay,
We've been assuming that's what was going to open up for the, like, later on, but... Huh. So I'm your errand boy now? Why don't we just all go together?
I'm far too busy. We're just going right along. Okay. Everyone's just chilling out next to the corpse. All good.
Maybe they're doing something else. And Makoto can't even go back.
So the fact that it was covered in water or had water underneath it...
The body, you mean?
The body, yes. Does mean that she had to have been there since, I believe, 7 a.m. is when the sprinklers come on?
Yeah, that sounds right. I think it was
so
7
she must have been there since 7 a.m.
The biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why does it say raw? I just can't figure out. Either you're talking about raw meat or like some sort of wrestling or something. When I went to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole, this key isn't even close to fitting. Which means the key doesn't go to this room.
Brilliant deduction!
Thrilling! Do you like how I turned around to leave when I can just fast travel?
No. Now who's pitiful? I
don't know, that was kind of weak, dude. I'm not really pitiful at all
I
here.
guess it's still me.
Okay, so this gate is blocking access to a set of stairs that leads up to the second floor.
A fabulous set of stairs. I mean, look at that upholstery.
That is a pretty interesting looking staircase. It's far different from the other stairs. It's like that time we were really concerned about the windows. I mean, doesn't that look like it's made of, I don't know, like onyx or something?
Yeah, obsidian staircase.
Like pumice? Anyway, let's try it here. Okay, so when I went to insert the key I'd found, it doesn't do anything.
It kind of looks like it might. At least we can see the keyhole on this one.
Why are these stairs so fancy?
Because they're the final stairs.
They obviously are. Now who's pitiful? That didn't even make sense. Nope.
No, we kind of figured it was the computer place because the key looks so computery.
Right, that's why we're going there last. That's assuming it'll even work, but if it had to go to one of these... Okay, the door to the data center was definitely locked. And when I put it in...
Ha-ha!
It worked. It fits. Then this is the key to the data center. I've unlocked the data center!
Let's go inside and not tell anyone!
I guess all that running around paid off. You're right. That's what's going to happen. Okay, I gotta go tell everyone else. And he didn't go in. That's smart. I don't know why they didn't all run around together, but I guess they're still investigating.
Yeah. So you're back. How'd it go?
I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor.
Then we can get into the data center now?
Yeah, let's go. I mean, should we leave somebody here? I don't know.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them?
Isn't it more evidence that she's the mastermind, or at the very least we're being led to believe that?
I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Why would she just have, wouldn't it have been on her person instead of just kind of lying there?
Well, there was a bomb that went off.
Then how is it in one piece?
I don't know. But, I mean, you can't destroy, like, the e-handbooks are indestructible. The key could be indestructible, too.
Okay, that's fair.
No, it's incredibly suspicious. I am not disputing that. I mean, I don't know if this was planted.
But we just don't have anything to go off of there.
Yeah, like, we don't know if Monokuma is the same person in every one of the games, because we don't know how this game ends, let alone how any of the other games, anything about any of them, obviously. Because we don't know if Monokuma's identity matters in terms of the whole series, the fact that there is a Monokuma in every game means nothing.
Yeah.
So this really could be the mastermind, or it could be somebody trying to make us think it's the mastermind, or this thing could be planted and brain explode.
Don't explode your brain.
Beep boop.
Here we are.
Looks like the door is still unlocked.
Well, locking it again wouldn't have made a difference. We have the key, Makoto.
Leave me alone! I thought it was insightful to say that there! Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before.
Let's find out, Toko. You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto.
Well, it didn't explode when I opened it before and went in, so why don't you lead the way, Byakuya?
It's in your hands. It means I trust you.
You are lying! I'm just being used. Well, what the hell?
Speaking of Toko, you go in the door.
Hey, Toko, come on. Master really wants you to be the first person in the data center.
Master told you he trusts you? Master told you that? Well, don't let it go to your head.
Don't worry, I'm not. I'm so not happy about any of this. Oh, okay, I was like, where's everybody else? But there isn't anybody else.
Oh.
It'll be fine. Makoto's on the job. Not that that's any kind of guarantee, since weirdly, nobody respects him. Not a guarantee. And come on, what about all the class trials, guys?
I'm totally sure there won't be another kaboom. For serious. I'm just gonna stand over here, though, for no reason.
If you're... If you're really sure there won't be another kaboom, maybe that means there will be.
But just to be safe, I'm going to exactly do what that guy said.
You're influencing the game, Billy.
I bleed into every game we play. I said I trust you. You now have an obligation to live up to that trust.
You know, the smirk and quiet laughter does not make me feel full of confidence. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door.
Stab! Not what you expected!
Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. I like the Monokuma door. In a word, the room was exactly what we said it was some time ago, which is pretty obvious, really.
Yeah.
Strange! That's the word.
That is a word.
I mean, all the rooms up until now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. So, couldn't you say that about every other room we've been in? It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface.
Oh.
The room was filled with that kind of dread.
Hey, that's a door that has Monokuma on it.
Yasuhiro extended a trembling hand and pointed... I just realized there's a security camera in here.
Huh.
Kind of like cameraception or something.
A little bit, yeah.
Maybe it's just to make sure that whoever's in here can't be surprised.
I guess so, yeah.
But then why is it pointing at the mastermind, like at the chair, instead of at the door?
That's a good question.
Anyway, so he pointed... Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. You mean there is a room that takes the security camera footage? My gosh, my mind has been blown. I guess if we were really crazy, we could like count all of them and see if they all add up.
Yeah.
If he can look at each of them simultaneously, or he's only got this many monitors,
yeah.
So he doesn't look at all the... Who cares? Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room.
What's the static then? And I noticed what the rooms and the areas they're showing aren't changing.
And they're displayed here on these monitors. So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Why is this surprising at this stage in the game?
Then this room is...
It's all clear now.
The Mastermind's private room, without a doubt.
The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us.
Then I think this settles it. The body in the garden.
We have to operate based on this assumption, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm incredibly suspicious, but I can't.
As am I.
But I can't come up with some way that it's not.
Yeah. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, known as and she was the mastermind.
And the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Then the mastermind is dead? Like, really? Really dead?
It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself.
Now, we've been assuming it was Kyoko. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but where is Kyoko? And if it isn't Kyoko, then who killed her? And is there somebody then running around who's gonna kill us? We have no idea. The mastermind is dead? Could that really even be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that...
But if the mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. Oh yeah!
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit, come on!
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first.
Byakuya is right. I mean, even assuming this really is the mastermind and there were nothing else, which is not true. Assuming there were nothing else, we still might actually have to take like a few days. I mean, messing up
Lord
here...
knows if there's a booby trap or something on the exit.
Yeah, messing up at this point and dying, how pathetic and embarrassing and awful would that be?
Huh? But what about the exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place.
Completely agreed, Byakuya.
And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered.
Completely agreed. What is going on?
Murdered? I'm stupid!
So you think so too, huh? So am I!
Naturally. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered.
But
Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
There's only a few people it could have been. I don't think
If only there was someone who didn't have an alibi!
thanks to the water that's under the corpse after the explosion. Well, but it wasn't there before.
That we saw. We didn't get a close-up of this body.
But then why would all the water still be there instead of being vaporized by the heat from the explosion? Anyway, so
dang.
it's not one of us. It might have been Kyoko, but it's not one of us. But I mean, I guess we can't prove that yet.
Right.
such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind.
Yes, you're right.
Now do you understand, you useless sea urchin? You're banned from talking to Master ever again.
You know, Toko, the problem is that you and Makoto are the people who don't actually have an alibi, other than Kyoko, who is way more suspicious. The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here.
Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. We'll just hold off on exploring the corpse until later.
Will it even be there the next time we come back?
That's why we need someone to guard it.
How did the food get replenished? Where did the Monokuma file come from? Can we go in this room?
Probably not. Why was the mastermind murdered?
That is extremely important.
To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind.
And where the hell is Kyoko?
I mean, if the mastermind is dead, she doesn't have a reason to hide.
Yeah. We were thinking that the body was at first going to be Kyoko. I mean, we weren't ever saying that Kyoko wasn't the mastermind.
Right,
or at the
right.
very least, let me say that again. We did have some suspicion. We have some suspicion.
Uh-huh.
Still think there's enough suspicion that Makoto is the mastermind.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like the mastermind may have tried to attack him in his room and Kyoko saved him.
Yeah.
By killing him or something.
Or Mukuro Ikusaba.
Or something.
Attacked in the room anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are. Wow, it's like there's a monitor for every one of the copious number of cameras we've run into, and I'm surprised. Got any words of wisdom?
I mean, I want to know why they were killed as much as the next guy, but I also really want to get out of here.
Dude, we gotta figure this stuff out, or we might just walk into the bomb on the way out the front door. Speaking of which, where's the front door? You know where the front door is? I don't know where the front door is.
Who's got that bomb?
What?
Who has that bomb?
Actually, I do know where the front door is, now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's got the giant Vault X.
Yeah.
I don't remember who has the bomb.
Yeah,
the Monokuma doll.
I don't remember who has the bomb either. Well, in any case.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something for Master.
Why can't you do any looking around yourself?
I only have eyes for Master.
There is really a ridiculous number of monitors here. I like this one, this global monitor.
Yeah.
What's the point of that? And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us.
As long as I have this. Look at my master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Smash every camera.
This is... No. Do not engage, Damon. Do not engage. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have, anyway? And why is this one pointed at this stupid chair?
That was almost a sentence.
It could have been considered communication in some way, yes.
Yeah.
Very rudimentary. There's nothing showing up on this one.
It's to play DVDs. Huh? Hey, look! Next to that TV! Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is! It's just like the one my grandma uses! It's totally one of those high-def antennas!
Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we watch TV. Did somebody say TV?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here!
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about Byakuya.
Oh, thank goodness. Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Wait, we all are!
That's what I was thinking. I mean, you gotta figure out when it is. You don't want to try and find some syndicated sitcom.
Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it.
You know, my parents watched that show, Quantum Leap.
I watched that show. I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay.
It got really weird sometimes.
I mean, I get the reference, but, I mean, what's he talking about? Very well. Door or chair?
Door.
Oh, it's reflective.
Not floor! Door!
The floor is so polished. This door is kind of creepy for some reason that I can't quite put my finger on. Oh, it's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? Nah. The door's locked, huh? What if you use a key that opened this room?
Or maybe the key that has Monokuma's face on it.
Let's give it a try, just in case. No good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. I suppose you may be right.
I wouldn't be so quick to...
I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it, and I definitely can stop thinking about that key that had Monokuma on it, because there can't be a connection. But worrying about it isn't going to do me any good. I need to continue investigating this room first. Asahina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Naive. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on.
They're all on, but they seem to be locked.
So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in.
What century are you from?
The 14th. The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And alter ego.
You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now.
Yeah, you're right.
Ha ha ha, the episode in which I am right. Huh. Huh huh huh. Herm. I have noticed something and I want you to talk to me. Oh! Oh!
This is just the episode where everyone is exceedingly articulate, isn't it? Yes, Yasuhiro, what have you found or thought about?
Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working.
Really?
Now all we gotta do is switch on.
What?
Then do it. Friggin' idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it?
Well, it must have been boring.
Oh, never mind.
It's that camera up there. Huh. This is... It's a feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
This show's boring. I've already seen it.
What the heck?
Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing? That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. And not just weird. Super weird. I should know. But the TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel?
Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try.
I guess Yasuhiro was the guy who was messing around
Yeah?
with the Monokuma robot. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that Yasuhiro is probably kind of good with random gadgets and
Yeah,
electronics.
yeah.
I'm sure he's got like strange skills at a fairly high level that no one would ever imagine, don't make sense, and he doesn't care about. Anyway, Yasuhiro went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Yeah, what I said.
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure, but...
Wait a minute. Ah!
Huh? Huh? I got to say it this time. I'm so happy. Huh?
Oh my god, I'm going to die!
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards!
Monokuma, huh?
How? You're supposed to be dead! Me? Dead? Don't be frickin' stupid! Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most.
How are you alive again?
I'm sorry, that was the wrong voice. Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair.
A good bit of cynicism would have really helped here.
Yeah.
Because we're not surprised at all, nor really would anybody else be.
Right. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear.
No, he has a good point.
Thank you. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. And that's that.
Okay, so we didn't break in here, right? Because we used a key?
That's correct.
Okay, great. I'm not gonna leave.
Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game.
You can't be serious. We have to keep going.
No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you go. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Catchphrase!
Well now.
Whew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now.
The point?
Hey.
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed, that TV is an essential part of your school life here. I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind. But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it.
I am really wanting to know what he says. At this point, we could speculate, but he's about to tell us, so why should we bother?
Right? That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
But what does that mean?
It's displaying the signal? But it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
You're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Billy,
Yes, Damon?
you know what?
What?
I want to speculate so bad! It's so hard!
Keep it in. Keep it in for
I
now.
don't like self-restraint.
Thrills, chills, kills.
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
Are you serious? It's even worse than the Battle Royale?
Didn't we say something like that earlier with how, like, Flash
Yeah.
the execution, that word?
I'm sure we did. I know we talked about this possibility. It just, that seemed so flarking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I guess it really is just entertainment?
It could be that the viewers don't think it's real. They could think it's staged, but even so, even if that all was fake, that's awful. Like, to be enjoying that sort of thing.
Can we even trust what he's saying, though?
Oh my god, David. He did show up to tell us what's going on, and so we're not believing him. Like I said at the beginning of the episode.
Oh, you're right! Now, for those of you who have been watching our Let's Play of Persona, where Billy has slowly become Ryuji, and at this point, Billy is Ryuji. Billy has also slowly been becoming Yasuhiro. Not at first, when Yasuhiro's personality wasn't solidified, but since then, Billy has begun, 20 to 30%. He can pull things out of nowhere with a 20 to 30% level of accuracy. Most of the time he's wrong. 20 or 30% of the time he actually hits it on the head. And the beginning of this episode was one of those times. I still am not sure that I can believe this. For instance, if it's the most popular thing on TV, who's watching it?
Right?
Because like some horrible thing would actually have to happen. We can't take this at face value.
Right.
It's completely illegal. It couldn't be broadcast live to the entire world. I could buy that it would be broadcast to like a certain set of people.
Right.
Like the evil rulers of the world, Illuminati.
Yeah.
Lizard people.
Did you just call me a lizard person?
Yes, I did. So, to take this at face value, and this is the last thing I'll say, to take this for now.
You know us.
To take this at face value, you would have to believe that you could just have a whole bunch of high school students suddenly be abducted.
Right?
Or volunteer, and nobody would mind.
Yeah.
Now, it's also true that it's possible it could be that without, like we'd said, without the death.
Yeah. This is the weirdest series of Big Brother I've ever seen.
When Hifumi remembered Yasuhiro, you know, he remembered meeting everybody before this.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would imply that, like, the pictures that we saw and everything, that this was before, but couldn't it also have been afterwards then?
Maybe?
Well, that would be another way to be able to take it at face value, that nobody's actually being hurt.
Well, yeah, this is all fake. Maybe not a simulation per se, but something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but we cannot take this at face value. What is that, like the 14th time I've said that?
That's gonna be the name of this episode.
What?
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world! It's the most popular thing on TV!
It's like the Truman Show.
Suck it, NBC!
Just as twisted as the Truman Show, too. Which, if you haven't seen that movie, go watch that movie. It is great. You haven't even seen it, right?
I haven't,
Billy?
no.
It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning or be able to believe it. What has changed in the world to make such a thing possible? What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
It's possible.
What an interesting reaction, Byakuya!
Yeah, it is possible. We all could have volunteered for this from Hope's Peak Academy.
Right.
Sure.
Not knowing what we're getting into or something?
Well, that could work if it was all completely benign. I'm not saying it is.
Yeah.
And then there was the whole idea about, like, is this a thought experiment just to see what happens? I don't know. I don't know. Because if it's not something like that, then it's still, like, psychologically traumatizing.
The camera feed is being broadcast? No way! That's impossible!
Hey!
I just noticed something. None of these viewpoints match up with the camera angles in the rooms they're in. Not a single one!
How could you know that?
Well, because when you look at the gym, you see the spot where the camera is supposed to be. These are all from our perspective.
No, they're not. They're not. For instance, if you look...
I'm looking at, like, the room there.
The room is... that's Makoto's room. It's higher. Like, it's not like a full-on thing. The camera perspective is higher. If you look at the store...
Yeah, it's kind of at a weird angle, like a...
Yeah.
But, like, the camera in the store was facing towards the door.
Well, I mean, they can move. Look, the thing is you may be right, but I can't just accept that so easily, because how could you remember where all the cameras are? In any case, we have more important things to focus on.
Okay.
For instance, and this is the big one, how many TVs are there that they're talking about here? How many TVs are they looking at? One! The answer is one!
Right.
It's not a complicated question.
Oh, that's what you meant. Sorry.
Yeah, there is one TV here. What's being broadcast?
Us.
Who's us?
Everyone in this room.
There's one TV. There's only one thing showing that.
Oh, you're right. I see what you're saying.
Who is it following?
Who's the main person it's following?
Is it Makoto?
I see what you're saying. I see. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that?
He's right. Why am I agreeing with Byakuya and Monokuma so much in this episode?
Well, Monokuma usually is right.
Maybe, yeah.
All you need is one weird trick I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode.
Oh my god, get your internet ads out of here! No pop-ups! Pop-ups bad! Are you being serious right now?
As serious as I always am.
Of course.
Yeah, well said. I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean. My mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair, like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
Is it like a criminal broadcast?
what are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy.
Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
Huh?
Yes, indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though, so whatever.
No. Assuming this somehow did make it on the airwaves and assuming there was no, like, law enforcement involvement, let's just take those, just accept those, okay? If that were the case, there is no way that nobody would try to do anything.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So, how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first. Remember?
What?
Of course.
Duh. There's a little business of take it away announcement.
What, the body discovery announcement?
A body
Yep.
has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh. Class trial? Do you mean...
It's the monarch.
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone, give it all you've got. Okay.
I just can't believe that it's as simple as he's saying.
Oh, it's never as simple as he's saying.
Why should we believe anything that he's said?
Well, it's not that he lies to us, Damon. It's that he omits all the important, pertinent facts. He boils everything down to a very succinct statement and then lets us draw our own conclusions, which are often the wrong ones. He's a master manipulator.
Of course. Well, you know what he was saying about all the hints he was giving. Was this necessarily what the hints he was giving have been leading to? I'm not saying it's not, but consider if the hints were leading towards something else being true. Like, wouldn't every hint have to lead towards this being true?
I would guess so, yeah.
If it didn't, then that means there's more. Like, this in and of itself could be the hint that he's talking about. Like, instead of what he's saying, well, anyway, at this point, I'm kind of like, I don't know, like a dog chasing its own tail. Okay, well, just wait a moment.
Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait.
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. Byakuya is a key to this. How would the Togamis have just let him go?
Right?
That's why this can't be on the up and up. Like, Monokuma would have to be, like, opposing everyone if everything he said is true.
Yeah.
And then what about the matter... Okay, the matter of the memories can be dealt with by finding out all of this stuff from when they were students at Hope's Peak.
Right.
But then, what about whatever it is that's been done to their bodies, which we still don't know what that is? How would showing us those pictures with everybody on it in Hope's Peak uniforms all smiling and laughing have anything... Like, how would that lead us to think that this was entertainment TV? And then for that matter, assuming that it is it scripted? Remember, we had even bandied that idea around a while back. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright.
I don't understand any of this. What's Despair Entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here.
And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial.
And speaking of which, we don't even have time to deal with this right now. We need to get over there to the dang class trial. We've got to start investigating this so we can get to the bottom of it.
Uh-huh.
Because if we don't, then what's going to happen? Everything will be for nothing. This is crap. If what he said is true, which I still don't buy, there is no way we can let him get away with this.
Oh, no.
Whatever else you want to say, we're not a bunch of damn tools.
What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is.
Yes, I know.
Figure out who killed Kyoko.
Huh.
What the heck?
No, that was what? Well, what are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikasaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition.
I mean, we thought that as well until we got a look at the body. And I'm pretty sure we've seen Kyoko and Junko together at the same time.
Yes, we see.
So,
If nothing else, at the very beginning in the gym.
right. So, I mean, if she can fake her own death by shooting spears, I don't see why she couldn't be a remote-controlled Junko. I don't know, man. I don't think it's Kyoko, though.
I don't think so either.
Now, it might have been Kyoko what killed her.
Right. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, the ultimate despair, is dead.
Yeah.
So naturally, that body can't belong to her. So it must be Kyoko.
That would be true, but how do we deal... Like, based on all the evidence that we have, you would have to say yes, but there is evidence that is not being considered here that changes this.
Right. There is no other possibility.
No, you're wrong. The body's Kyoko's. Kyoko's been murdered? No, that isn't possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this, I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth.
I really like that statement, actually. I mean, I don't think he's right in this circumstance.
Right.
But as a general rule, and I even feel like that is an understatement, the truth is the truth. It matters.
If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. I'm not touching the body.
Who the hell are you, and what did you do with Byakuya? Why couldn't you have been... Dude, as soon as you stopped being a dick, you became awesome! Wow! Yes! Words to live by. Myself.
Anyway, we'd better begin again.
But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. Aoi, and Yasuhiro, and Toko.
You know, it's just gonna be us. There's only 3 people who ever would do anything. 4 if you sort of count Celeste, kind of.
Right.
But mainly all she did was be like the devil's advocate. So, between Byakuya and Makoto, we should be able to get to the bottom of this, but...
That is how this game works, after all.
What is up with this music?
Right?
Well, I'd better start by checking the Monokuma file, and I was about to ask about this.
Yeah.
Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body.
I know, they said that's what Makoto said when he saw her, even though it was clearly sticking out slightly, but whatever.
They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe.
Uh-huh. You don't say.
The body was covered with other wounds, but these wounds were at least several days old.
The spear wounds.
So it's just some random body then.
Or it's Junko's body.
Okay, if it was several days old, I mean, it could be those. It could be those spear wounds, the Gungnir wounds.
Yeah.
If you take the at least several days old part, but if she actually received those wounds, then she would have died. In which case, this wouldn't be a body discovery. Well, because the wound that killed her was the knife, right?
It didn't say the knife wound killed her. It just said
You're
she'd
right.
been stabbed a single time with a knife and been clonked over the head by a pipe or something.
Then why do we get a body discovery announcement? Because if what you're saying, like, you're right. They don't tell us the cause of death unless they do tell us the cause of death.
You didn't.
But if we didn't get a body discovery announcement,
We didn't get one the first time.
we did with we did.
Not with Junko. We weren't trying to figure. Now we're trying to figure out who killed him.
Okay, I could believe that. That would explain all the random wounds.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't the body discovery announcement have played then?
Well, that would have Wouldn't that have kind of broken the illusion that Monokuma was defeated? If you wanted us to think he was beat- huh?
We're not talking about the same thing. There may be some merit to what you're saying. Let me address my pronouns.
All right.
Why didn't we get the body discovery announcement when Junko died in the beginning of the game?
Ah!
That is what I've been concerned with.
I understand. I guess because we didn't. There wasn't a black end at that point. But if that's
But then, if that's the case, then what are we doing here? Unless we're supposed to accuse Monokuma.
Would that work?
I don't see
Could
why.
this be just a really huge hoodwink? Yeah.
Monokuma appears in the slot machine with the
You're
voting as a
right.
possible choice.
Huh? Is this how we beat him?
Maybe.
Will he execute himself? Herself? Whatever?
Oh! So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. This dang thing isn't useful at all.
Right.
It doesn't even tell us the cause of death. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko?
Now, when the trial starts, wouldn't Monokuma go and grab Kyoko and round her up like he does all the other stragglers?
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't know where she is.
And Monokuma is not omniscient. That's already been proven.
So wherever she is, she must be somewhere there isn't a camera, or is hiding outside of the camera.
And then what's up with the I'm gonna call her Mukuro Ikusaba?
Mm-hmm.
That may not be accurate, but what's up with the Mukuro Ikusaba clubbing Makoto in the hidden room? What's up with the Mukuro Ikusaba showing up in Makoto's room while he's sick? What's up with Makoto not being sick right now? What's up with Kyoko showing up after Mukuro Ikusaba in Makoto's room? What's up with that dang dream? Monokuma is just trying to throw us off again. I can't accept any of this. And I certainly can't accept that that's Kyoko, because come on.
Right.
Come on! I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead! I need to get back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. If Makoto takes care of the body and all the basic forensic stuff around there that he's been really good with, and Byakuya is out taking care of like whatever the issues that he's come up with, or he's here, that's fine. This will work. This can work. Okay. Time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do.
Honestly, I'm surprised the body's still here.
Me too. The only information that we're given for sure is that the victim was dead before the blast. Nothing else there, other than the existence of wounds. Nothing else there is definitive in any way.
Right.
Neither of identity, nor cause of death, nor time of death. So any one of those things could have been the cause of death, or it could have been Gungnir.
Right.
If that's even the case. Okay, well, either way, we still have some time, so let's make the best of it.
So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna... Look, I don't want to faint anymore.
There's no blood, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't need to. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? Yes, due to the magic of screenshots. If I remember right... Haha! Screenshot yourself!
Hold Y to remember.
It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat that appears to be on backwards.
Yeah, we already...
Yeah.
In fact, it kind of looks like it's draped on her. I mean, it looks like her arms are through the sleeves, yeah.
Completely agreed. And then the knife stuck in on top. And there was blood in there. If the body is Junko's, and Junko was killed by Gungnir, whatever the hell Gungnir is, if that's the case on both of those, the body would have bled out a long time ago.
Oh, sure.
So what's this blood?
The original owner of the coat, being stabbed in the back.
Okay, that's a good one.
That just raises more questions, mine, but...
That is very plausible. What about the water that appeared after the explosion? Anyway. And what's that red thing under the...
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe the tie to the mask?
You're probably right about that, yeah. Okay. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. That's right. We had gone through this, and there's no way we remembered it because of all the other junk we got. Okay.
What if... Something just occurred to me.
Uh-huh.
What if Junko, for the love of God, Kyoko did kill Mukuro Ikusaba,
Uh-huh.
hid the body somewhere where the others wouldn't find it,
Uh-huh.
and then rigged this up somehow, just bear with me,
I'm listening.
to implicate Monokuma, because if he has to follow his rules, he has to execute himself.
She did say that... Oh. Okay.
In fact, what's a good spot to put corpses? A biolab.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Kyoko did say that now it's time for us to find out if Monokuma will follow his own rules or not.
Yeah!
But how could this be Mukuro Ikusaba? Or how could...
No, this is Junko. Mukuro Ikusaba is somewhere else. Until we find that body, we won't need to investigate or have a trial.
I think... No, we have to have a trial here.
Because we found a dead body.
This isn't adding up. You just said... No, I don't buy what you were saying.
Okay.
For instance, it doesn't matter if Monokuma... If he implicates Monokuma, what does that matter? If Monokuma didn't actually kill him and we solved the murder, then he's certainly not going to be executing himself. Like, that doesn't hold up.
What? No, this is Junko. If Kyoko makes it look like someone else was killed and then they discover it was actually Junko that was killed, then the person responsible is Monokuma, who killed Junko.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what my apologies. I was not being... Ain't no one in this episode being, good with words.
If that's the case, the identity of the body being hidden is being hidden from Monokuma so that it'll play a body discovery announcement, in which case that he is the person who killed...
Mm-hmm.
Who killed the owner of the body.
Right.
But if that's the case... I mean, look, we were able to figure out this is Junko by looking at it for like 3 seconds.
Right.
Okay, how would Monokuma not know that?
Okay, you got me there.
There may be something to it, to what you said, because Kyoko was talking about trying to see if the mastermind would follow his own rules.
Yeah, that's a good question.
But the mastermind would have access to the camera data, right? So he'd be able to see what happened here.
Not if he was temporarily out of order. We saw the lifeless Monokuma.
Yeah, but that would also mean then that he could never go and look at any of the back information, which maybe he can't. I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
I can see how that'd be plausible. I'm just challenging the whole thing. Anyway, so the blood on the whole body was still wet.
Right.
Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody.
But he's squeamish.
But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks! That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked.
Almost like you have photographic memory or something.
Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better, too. So thank you, too. Now, it's a white coat.
Uh-huh.
It's a white coat.
Right? That's what he was wearing when he ambushed Makoto, whoever it was.
What did Mondo's brother's coat look like?
It was white with a big high collar.
There's a crazy diamond pickaxe in the shed.
Huh. No, it would be way too big for Junko, though. If that was the case, she'd be, like, completely engulfed in it.
Would it? I don't know. We've had trouble dealing with size before.
That's true, but if Mondo's brother was anything like
I'm
close
not
to his
necessarily
size,
asserting this.
No, I see what you're saying.
But we've seen that coat before, and there's a pickaxe that says Crazy Diamond in the shed!
Yeah.
Why is that?
Oh, you hit me! It's 11 o'clock right now!
Okay, and?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body.
When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember what that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual. That's when the sprinklers are on, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Asahina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Yeah, that's right.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
Ah, now that you mention it, I think you're right. You know, talking to us seems to be helping just, reaffirm your own memory. So I think we can say for sure the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done.
Good job, Yasuhiro.
I'm gonna go look at the chickens.
That's a pretty small job. How many chickens are there, Yasuhiro, buddy?
There are 4 chickens.
Who ate the chicken?
Excuse me.
Dude, cook it first. We already went through this.
Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. Down to you, I mean.
What do you want to talk about?
In other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi.
Agreed. I know that Makoto is going to be like, what? Why do you suspect me? Huh? But we've already been saying that he's somebody who needs an alibi. We had forgot that Asahina needs an alibi too.
Right.
So it's Toko, Asahina, and Makoto. He's one of the people who has to clear this.
Yeah.
Alibi?
in other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night.
Yeah, because he was sick. They were looking for him when all this stuff had happened. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime.
How can you know that for sure? Groan. Just really though, groan.
Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Yasuhiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And when I came upon him, he was eating an entire chicken, just shoving it down his mouth without chewing. Don't spread rumors! And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Yasuhiro, Asahina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night.
What?
Once I found Yasuhiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Asahina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
And
It was really awkward.
And all of this makes perfect sense and is the way that it should run. Just like how we thought, like there's certain times when people don't have alibis.
In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis.
Well, if we're assuming that the murder couldn't have taken place between 7 and 9,
Well, we haven't gotten to that point yet. He's just at the after night.
because there's still no reason that Asahina and Toko would have to provide an alibi too, which I think they should, but
The only ones who don't have alibis,
are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
and if the victim really is Kyoko,
And I'm the only one without an alibi.
Also, when we went to get Asahina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door. So where, precisely, were you?
Now, I don't know how this game's going to end. And I don't know if there's going to be a trial after this one. Maybe there will be, maybe there won't be. But wouldn't it be interesting if the first trial, Makoto is the prime suspect, and in the last trial, Makoto is the prime suspect?
That'd be pretty apropos.
I do really enjoy how we're having to, how Makoto is having to defend himself here. But this is completely reasonable. It's just like how the police in, you start with the people closest to the person no matter what they say.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean anything bad, but they have to be eliminated. I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so come to think of it, it was really weird. Can I even trust myself? Maybe I really did do it.
That's hardly an alibi.
I know.
So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here, gloat, gloat, gloat.
I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Well, the only thing we can do is go through all the evidence, and if the evidence points at Makoto, then the game will really have a surprise ending. But you never eliminate the main character until you're sure that you can.
I know! If I say my powers predicted Makoto, then he's only got a 30% max chance of being the killer!
You're not helping!